Hello and welcome to step 10. Just like before, under projects, open, step 10, open. Now within this step we're going to teach you about dimensions. Now before I show you the dimension tools, it's important to note that what we've done is we've added some additional views to your project browser under floor plans. So you'll notice that level 3 colour scheme is here, which is what we previously worked on. If I close this and go back to level 3 with rooms, you'll notice that the legend, the colour legend for the floors, is not here. What we're going to do is we're going to duplicate this floor plan. So if you go over to our project browser, if we right click with level 3 with rooms and press duplicate, duplicate with detailing, a new window will open that will say copy 1 in the tab and copy 1 in the project browser. We're going to rename this in the project browser. So you right click on the name, press rename, and we're going to change copy 1 to plus dims. Then press in negative space to finish the command. So now that we have our level 3 with rooms and dims set up, we're going to add some annotation. I'd like you to go up to the ribbon at the top and press the annotate tab. The very first dimension I want you to use is align tool. Once you do that, the user interface will turn green. Now at the bottom of our plan, I would like you to go down to grid 1 and click once, and then go all the way down to grid line 6 and click twice, and you will notice that we have a full dimension of 43 meters. Now to add additional dimensions, we can go to grid line 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, and then to finish, remember you need to click in negative space because it's always looking for something to dimension from. Now to exit this command, press escape twice. I would like you to select the dimension that you've just previously done, zoom into grid lines 3 and 4, and you will notice 2 little blue dots that's currently on 3 from the dimension and 2 little dots that's going to grid line 4 on the dimension. I would like you to select the closest dot to you, the south dot, click once and drag, and then if you zoom out a little bit and then go to the kitchen wall and then unclick your mouse, and then go down to grid line 4, the dimension, the bottom little spot which is closer to you, which is south of the drawing, I want you to click once but hold your mouse button down and then go up to the other kitchen wall and then release. You will notice that our dimension has been updated. Now if I wanted to add additional dimensions to the string line of dimensions, if we go to the top of our screen and then make sure that the modified dimensions are still green in the tab and select edit witness lines, you will notice that I have the option to add additional things. So if I zoom into our stairs and pick the first riser at the end once, and then go to the balustrade on the far right and click again, you will notice at the bottom that we have a 3.33 dimension that has been added. Again, to cancel this command, you must click in negative space. As you will notice, our dimensions are still blue. So click in negative space again, they will be deselected. Going back up to the annotate tab, I want you to select the align tool again, and if you zoom into this structural column which is just north and to the right of the kitchen, if you hover over the column and with your tab key press once, twice, 3 times, 4 times until you see a little blue dot, click with your mouse button, then go down to the other structural column which is on grid line 5 down here, press tab, 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 tab until you get a blue dot again, and click again, and you will notice that we can have a dimension at an angle at 2 intersection points of the grid lines. Again, to finish this command you need to press in negative space to finish. Now going back to the top of our screen in the Modify Place Dimensions, I want you to select the Radial Dimension tool. Once you've done that, I want you to go to the kitchen area and hover over the curved wall. And you will notice that it's blue and dotted once you hover over it. If you click once on your mouse, you will notice the dimension will come up. But then you have to do a second click to finish. Again, let's do this on the other curved wall. So click on the wall once, get the dimension where you want it, and then click again. You do not need to click in negative space when using this tool. Now the next dimension tool I want to show you is the Spot Elevation tool. So under Modify Place Dimension, which is currently in a green user face, select Spot Elevations and make sure that the leader is demarked in your options bar. We're going to place it here, so we're going to go click once, and then we're going to choose what side it is and click again. So it's 2 clicks per dimension tool, and then we'll go over here and click once again, and we can choose what side and click again. To exit this command, press Escape twice. Now this next tool is one of my favorites. So under the Annotate tab, choose a line tool again, but before we do any dimensions, in the options bar, you can select an individual reference or an entire wall. I want you to select entire wall. If you go to the top of your drawing and hover over the wall itself, the north wall, it will go blue. And then if you click it once and then drag your dimension up and then click again in negative space, you will see our dimension says 43 meters. Now staying within the same command, if you go back up to your options bar, you'll see a little button that says options. I want you to press that button and a new window will open. What we're going to do is we're going to select at the bottom intersecting grids. So click this once and then press OK. Go back and hover over your wall. Click on the wall once and then pull your dimensions out and then click again, and you will notice it's automatically taken all the dimensions from the grid lines. Again, staying on the same tool, I want you to go up to the options button, and now we're going to deselect intersecting grids. We're going to select openings and we're going to change it to widths. Once you've done that, press OK. Again, hover over the wall, click once and pull the dimensions out to the top and then click again. Still staying with the same tool, if we go up to the options bar again and deselect openings and now select intersecting walls, press OK, hover down on top of your wall, click once and pull the dimensions out, and you will notice that our intersecting walls have been dimensioned off the center line. Again, staying within the dimension tool, so it's still green at the top, I want you to go to the options bar and I want you to change wall center line to wall faces. Once you've done that, go back down and hover over the wall, click on it once and pull it out. And you will now see that dimensions are taken from the faces as well as the center lines that we did previously. Again, to exit this command, press Escape twice. One of the great things about the dimension tool in Revit is that they are always talking to objects within the model. So for example, if I zoom into the kitchen area while showing our dimensions at the bottom of the screen beside grid lines 3 and 4, if I select this wall at the top right hand corner of the kitchen and slightly move it to the left, you will notice my dimensions at the bottom automatically update. Again, to cancel this command, press Escape. Now, as this drawing is purely for rooms and dimensions, as shown in our project browser, we're going to hide the offices and the groups. So by doing that, if you select one group and then press right click and then go along to hide in view, we can actually hide the element or the category. For now, we're going to hide category. Once you click that, all furniture will disappear in the plan. Now that we've hidden the tables, we're going to change the scale of this drawing. So in our graphics options bar at the bottom, you can see a scale that says 1 to 100. If you click that and then change it to 1 to 50, you'll notice our text size changes on the dimension. Now to change the graphic attributes of this drawing even further, if we zoom into grid lines 3 and 4 and focus mainly on the window beside grid line 3, down at the bottom of your screen in the graphic attributes bar, you'll notice a little checkerboard beside the 1 to 50 scale. If you select that checkerboard and then press coarse, you'll notice our drawing becomes very simple. If we change it to fine, you will notice we have more detail in the window than we did previously under medium. So that concludes step 10. I'd like you to close the level 3 with rooms and dims, and then close level 3 with rooms, and do not save because you may want to do this again.